Welcome to Digital Design Certificate Programs at San Diego Continuing Education, where you have the ability to receive certificates in print, animation, video, and web design. I'm going to walk you through each of these certificate programs and let you know what you need to do to achieve that, what courses you need to take and complete in order to receive those certificates. So starting here with Visual and Vector Design Certificate Program. This program uses Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator, so visual design and vector design, which are industry standard applications in the design industry. You will also learn in here basic design principles and best practices that are employed in this medium. I'm going to go into these shells and kind of show you that in the visual and vector design, the first class that you'll be taking would be COM 660. So this is the visual design class, COM 660. And in that, you work in Photoshop. Some of the assignments that you'll be doing are everything from photo montage to photo restorations, learning some form of frame-by-frame animation. You'll be doing a little bit of brushes, and then working with type and learning how to create a book cover in Photoshop. So that's COM 660. The next class in this program is COM 661. So COM 661, and that's vector design. So that is your Illustrator class. And in here, you're going to do everything from working with drawing and perspective. You'll create your logo in here, so your business logo. You're going to do topography posters and so on, and a lot of fun work that you're going to have with brushes and painting. Even if you don't know how to paint, you're still going to be able to draw in Illustrator. So it's a very, very fun program, and one of those programs that I go to consistently when I'm working in design. So those two classes are your visual and vector design certificate program. The next one is your digital design certificate program. And in here, what you're doing is you're going to combine COM 661, so visual design and vector design, Photoshop and Illustrator, and you will then learn more basic graphic design using Adobe InDesign. So again, InDesign is the industry standard for page layout. And in there, you'll be creating everything from marketing materials, brochures, cereal boxes, all sorts of fun things that you do in there. For this certificate to create or to get this certificate, digital design certificate program, you need this visual and vector design, so COM 660 and 661, along with 662, which is the InDesign class page layout, and then a portfolio class, which is 663. Again, going back in here, I'll show you that 662 here is your InDesign class. And again, like I said, you'll be doing newsletters, magazine layouts. You'll have a small online portfolio in there, but you'll be creating also the identity package from the logo that you did in Illustrator. So business cards, letterheads, envelope, and so on. And then as well, promotional design, and like I said, a newsletter. In 663, COM 663, you're going to do then the full portfolio. So mainly you'll learn how to do your thumbnails and wireframes and optimize your images for your portfolio. And then you'll create also EPUBs, so like publishing books, you'll just do a small EPUB. And then a portfolio for the website, and you'll finish with an InDesign interactive portfolio. This you're actually going to upload to Adobe Publish Online. So when you get done with the portfolio class, you're actually going to have a portfolio online that you can give the URL to a prospective client or a design firm or somebody that might be hiring out there, or that you want them for whatever reason to see your portfolio. So this course, the 663, is a great finishing touch to the digital design certificate program. So going back here again, your digital design certificate program includes the visual and vector design along with COM 662 and COM 663, so page layout and portfolio. All right, moving on to the next certificate program is motion and video production. This program covers animation using Adobe After Effects and Premiere Pro for video graphics. So basically it covers these foundational skills that are needed to evaluate and appropriately evaluate software principles and best practice employed in motion and video production industry. And again, After Effects is used by movie industry. It's used by all sorts of, it is kind of exactly what it says it is After Effects. So once you get a design completed, whether it be a video, a movie, whatever it is, then it's placed in After Effects to animate and complete special effects or other kind of 3D options that you might want to do within there. And then Premiere Pro is just video editing, so creating movies. It has, in all of these, we use a hands-on approach for this, and that when you complete this, that you should be able to receive or to acquire introductory positions within the motion and video production medium. So to kind of show you those in here, 667, COM 667, again, that is the After Effects. So in here, you're going to do all sorts of animations. You're going to create also audio. So you're going to use either Adobe Audition or GarageBand or some other audio format that you would use to create scores for things like advertising or movies. And then you're going to have all sorts of different animations, like your logo animation, the one that you created possibly back in Illustrator. And then as well, you'll create commercials and PSA and bumpers, announcements that you'll do. And the second class part of this, second part, is this 668, so COM 668. And in there, you're going to, again, create video. But this time it's not animated, so you're going to do short video and composition on various topics that we give you. You'll also learn how to sync your music. You're going to have other different assignments, more of a lengthy movie that you'll create that can be up to 5 to 7 minutes long. So all of this is video editing. So that's COM 668. And again, that's going to be these two, motion and video production. So COM 667 and COM 668 will be this certificate. Lastly is the Web and Content Management Certificate Program. And in this program, you're going to be learning how to create a website using HTML, CSS. You'll work with Photoshop and Illustrator, and then create a final website out of WordPress. And in that, you have two courses, COM 666, which is workflow for modern web design, so COM 666. And then the last one is COM 669, which is going to be, again, creating everything from, you'll be doing everything from hand coding, HTML, creating HTML5 and CSS pages. You'll learn how to install WordPress using MAMP or WAMP, depending on whether you have a PC or a Mac. You'll make mood boards and wireframes and have a final comp assignment and so on. But the final thing in here is that you're actually going to walk out of here with a WordPress website. So you'll actually have a website that you can either have, if you have a business right now, that you can get your business live online, or to put your portfolio up online. So that is our certificate program. So again, you have the visual and vector design. You've got your digital design certificate program, motion and video production, and web and content management. Make sure that you remember this website or write it down. It's justthemaclab.com. And now I'm going to just show you very quickly here, if you scroll into this, scroll down and kind of look into this. This shows you some of the assignments that we've done and what we have taught students over the years. So this was one of the photo montage. So this is all Photoshop, where we taught students how to, create masks and collages, putting several images together, fixing colors, adjustment layers, and so on. So that is this whole program. Some elected who are artists to actually draw it in Photoshop. So that's some of those. This is the photo restoration assignment. So taking from an old photo and painting and creating the new. And some of these are just beautiful, detailed jobs that these students did to create these works of art. And then this is kind of the last assignment in Photoshop, where we do a book cover. So you can start learning how to lay out type and get an understanding of type. And again, you can go into just the Mac Lab and click through these at a slower pace if you want. This is starting with vector design now, so Illustrator, and this is where you create your logos. So these are some of the logos. We always start in black and white and have students design in black and white. And then once we get into InDesign, you're allowed to then go ahead in and add color. And there is a reason for that. There's a purpose to it. And when you get into the class, you'll kind of understand. But, you know, the main thing is that a logo needs to look good in black and white as it does in color, because there might be times when you're maybe faxing something to someone or sending it somehow in a format where color doesn't work. And so you need to be able to have kind of that design that is going to work in color. This is again just one of our assignments that we do in Illustrator. So it's just making a playing card. And don't think that, well, I don't know how to draw, so I can't do that. That's just not the case. There's a lot of people that just go in and explore with different shapes and types and so on, and splice and put things together, and or just use geometric shapes. Some of these students obviously are true artists, and so we're able to go in and kind of really draw and design some of their cards. This particular one, though, this was just done with pulling up some of the styles in there and then using shapes and rectangles and triangles and so on, and splicing them all together. That's how this person created this. didn't really know how to draw and was scared to death that they weren't going to be able to do anything in here. But this is what they came up with just using the tools in Illustrator. All right, and then we also do posters, topography posters and so on that we do in here. So you learn type, you learn how to lay out type, you learn how to explore type. All right, this is moving on into the page layout side, so InDesign, where you then put all of the elements that you've learned from Photoshop and Illustrator into now InDesign. And this one is taking some of that and now putting it together in your business card, and so identity package, so letterhead, business card, envelope. So that's all of these, and this is where you then add color to your logo. And then we also do newsletters, which is what this is. So you can learn how to lay out, type, how to wrap type, how to structure it. You learn all about hierarchy and how to make those things that are important stand out. All right, and then moving down here, I'm going to close out of that. We'll go down a little further in here. And a little further in here, you can see that we then have videos. And I'm not going to go through and play all of these. I'll just, because, you know, it's probably an hour or so worth of videos in here. But I would highly recommend that you guys go in and kind of click around on some of these. They're all just wonderfully done. This particular one was just a fun one that was creating a pie. And yes, you guys will learn how to do all of that. So putting the music there, putting it all together, creating the video, how to do the four corners like that had, and so on. So please walk through these. Again, justthemaclab.com, and look at all of these. You know, they really are quite beautiful and really well done. But at any rate, that's what you'll be doing in the motion and video production certificate program. And then lastly is creating a website. So you'll be going in and putting together all of this in WordPress, and then be able to create a website where you're going to have all of the designs that you've done up to this point, or add in some that you did on your own in order to be able to put that out there for prospective clients. So that's our program. I'm going to close this. Well, I'll go back up here. When you're in here, you'll be able to kind of click on orientations. Right now, we don't have any listed, I don't think. I'll click here, but you can go in and explore this page. This will take you to the digital media page where you have, you know, web developer, and here's our digital design, and you can click on next steps. And they do have actually tons and tons of orientations listed here. So you can go in and sign up for all of these orientations and add your name to the list, and then be able to go in and actually register for our program. So hopefully that walked you through and explained the program for you, and you have a little better understanding. Again, do go to justthemaclab.com and look at that. If you have any questions, click on the contact in here, or inside of the digital media orientation here, there's also contact information, so you can go there if you have any other questions. And you can always email me at trenier@sdccd.edu. So it's Trenier, TRENIER @sdccd.edu. And if I can answer any of your questions, I'll be happy to. Thank you for listening. Bye.